Shanti, how are you all? Today we are going to see about the law of attraction and how far it works and all the secrets that make the law of attraction works. The law of attraction, as people widely believe, seems to be the best method in and also the easiest method in achieving what we want. So the method goes like you need to visualize something emotionally so that whatever you visualize and what you wish, that will be happening. But does it happen all the time? Because whether or not you are aware of it, we have been visualizing many things unconsciously. We don't do it consciously. For example, if somebody is in the share market doing intraday trading, that is the daily trading, they always visualize that they should make lakhs of rupees daily, because mostly in the first trade they will make profit by investing a small amount. Then in the night, on the first day after trading, they will be losing their sleep because they will be imagining how would they profit if they have invested lakhs on crores of rupees, because they provide that opportunity. So they even lose sleep throughout the day because they'll be very happy envisioning the future trades. So they do it automatically. But what's the result? They all fail. They all lose eventually. So this is the solid example that the law of attraction doesn't work all the time. So people ask you to blindly visualize whatever you want. For example, if you want a car, they ask you to visualize the car very accurately with its color, model, everything, and also ask you to visualize you riding the car, something like that. So this will be more like envisioning trades in the share market. So it won't work out all the time. Mostly it won't work out, because you can't get it just by daydreaming. You need to work, right? So how about law of attraction then? Does it not exist at all? Well, it does exist. But instead of envisioning your wish, your dreams, instead start visualizing the methods that you need to put into practice to be able to buy a new car. So if you do that, it will work. Only after making an effort to get the car, if you then visualize having a car, it will work. It will even ease in the process. It will make you more comfortable even when you are faced with many obstacles. But without doing anything, if you just dream about having that, it will definitely not happen. And also another example, everybody in your school, they all want to have they all want to get the first rank, right? Everybody wants it, but is it possible? So that's the thing, because everybody really wants to get first mark. Nobody wants to fail. So but it doesn't happen. The same thing applies to any sports. So all the participants in athletics, they all want to come first. That's why they take huge training but still they can't do that. So it has a lot of factors. What if everybody who participates in the race they do this practice? Do you think they will all come first? Because obviously they will all be doing this law of attraction practice unconsciously, because that is why they are there. They have sacrificed their whole life just to achieve something in that particular area. So that applies to any field. So even there it doesn't work. So what should we do? Should we ignore the law of attraction totally, because that seems to be the only hope? If we start reasoning it rationally, then it seems it doesn't work at all. So what should we do? But one thing is sure, our thoughts do work. Our thoughts do perform miracles. That is what law of attraction is all about, right? But one interesting thing is we don't have only that particular thought. We do have many other thoughts. So people they say that you need to mimic the state of mind of the rich person or the successful person so that you can be like that. They want you to visualize that you are spending like a rich man. Some even want you to spend just like that. Do you think it's going to work that way? It won't work. So the correct method is something that we are going to disclose right now. You can use this method only to achieve short-term goal that eventually leads you to the long-term goal. Instead of focusing directly on the long-term goal, just focus on the short-term goal that is just in front of you. So you can use the law of attraction for that, just visualizing yourself doing that, something like that, especially when you are faced with obstacles. For example, if you want to accomplish something in the night when you usually sleep, so you got to fight with the sleep. So that is when this law of attraction is going to work, because if you start visualizing that immediate end result, then that will clear your sleep and make you fit energetic to pursue that dream. So we can use it for that. So we've been discussing in our previous videos how to do that, but we have to be aware of the universal law. So this law of attraction will not act on its own. Only if it conforms with that universal law, it will work. When it contradicts with that universal law, it will never work. For example, the law of karma, that's the universal law. It will never go against the law of karma. And another thing is, all our thoughts will definitely work, but it won't work as soon as you think. It will take time. So it may even work after your life period, which means in this birth it may not work, but it will manifest itself in your future births. So at that time it might not be of any use to you, or worse, it will totally destroy your happiness, because the Kundalini awakening happens exactly like that. People are trying hard to awaken their Kundalini, but do they see any result? Mostly not. But it happens to some who do not take any effort to awaken the Kundalini. How's that possible? Because that is what they did in their past births. So he's getting the result in this birth without his knowledge. He's not even aware of the method to awaken the Kundalini, but it happens now. So this is how the law of attraction works, because he keeps on visualizing that it's going to create some kind of miracle in his body by saying some mantra like Om, or by concentrating on their breath. But he did all these things in his previous birth in a totally different body, but the result is showing in the body that he has taken now. So it obviously means it has nothing to do with the body. It has all to do with its mind power. And what happens is his wish is being fulfilled, but only after fulfilling all his other wishes that he had wished before having this wish. That's the reason for people pursuing the spiritual path, they will often be encountered with lust. That's because that's what they wished for before they got attracted themselves into spirituality. So now they wish to advance spiritually, but that is exactly when whatever they wished regarding lust, they all start getting fulfilled. They appear before him, and that itself is going to be an obstacle for him to progress in the spiritual path. So how it works is, you can't fool the brain. People think that they can fool the brain, but no, it's not so. It takes really hard effort to make your brain believe it. Your brain will not believe it until it see it happen right in front of it, or else it will never believe it. Actually, it is not even it doesn't have anything to do with brain. It has to do with the soul that controls the brain and the whole body. So that is why it won't work. So what should we do now? As I mentioned earlier, you have to concentrate on the immediate goal. For example, if somebody is studying for any exam, so before appearing for the final exam, they will have many exams, many tests, right? So even before that, so if they are going to have a test on a particular lesson, while he is preparing for that in his home, if he has to read, for example, 10 pages, he could see whether he is good at the first 2 pages. So he can read it, he can rehearse it, he can keep exam for himself, so that he will see the result that he is performing very nicely. So that gives him the confidence, that makes his soul to believe that, his mind to believe that. Now he is concentrating on the next 2 pages. Again he is performing nicely. So now he starts creating this new idea that he is good at his studies. He may not be good before that, but now he is seeing the result. Now it gives him the confidence. Now what happens is, he need not visualize. He automatically start dreaming about the next step, because the path that he came from, that gives him the confidence to progress further. That's how successful people always succeed, because they were succeeding. If you see somebody succeeding from the scratch, it obviously means they have come through this path, or else it's impossible. So that is how you have to do. You have to make it happen, to make yourself believe in you. So no matter how many times you visualize yourself swimming in a pool without knowing to swim, so you may learn all the techniques from everybody without placing yourself in the water. No matter how many days or years you visualize, you are still going to drown the first day when you try to practice it, because in your mind it knows very well that you do not know that. So visualizing only after taking the effort will give you the desired outcome. For that, you should have succeeded at least 10 to 20% of the final success beforehand. Only then you will have that confidence. This is why the school toppers or the class toppers, they always get the first rank, because they know deep inside that they are capable of that. Sometimes it happens that children who do not perform very nicely in a particular school, after going to another school, he all of a sudden start performing well. You know why? Because he enters a new place where he has no idea about anybody. But in the previous school, that's a totally different story. So now he may have succeeded, have come out with good marks in the very first test that he appeared in this new school. So that instills the new confidence. But at this point, he has to visualize. That's the thing. That's the time he has to visualize. When before facing the next test, so while preparing for the test, he should not let the laziness or slackness to interfere with his study. So at that point, he has to visualize his past. He succeeded, so he has to constantly condition his mind that he is capable of doing that. At this point, the law of attraction, by practicing and visualizing these thoughts, successful thoughts, will definitely push him further. So that will give him success. So that's how it happens. So you should have a clear map to success. So in that map, you should have some immediate milestones. So that should be your immediate target, and to achieve that target, you have to use this law of attraction. Then it works, and again you have to use it to reach the second target. Again it works. So the more target you cross successfully, the law of attraction is going to work pretty good, because it happens automatically, because you start thinking like the successful man because of the success you had in your past. So that's why successful actors, they succeed throughout their life, because they have thousands of or hundreds of successful films behind their past. So it automatically they chew that thought, so that their mind is prepared to pull him forward. So that's how the law of attraction always works. And there's one more thing you need to pay attention to, that is, you should stay away from the negative people who always say something negative that you can't do, you have failed so many times. Just stay away from them, and if possible, surround yourself by the positive minded people. If it is not possible, just be alone and you work for it. You will definitely get success. but it has some limiting factors because some people they can't concentrate. So but if somebody is willing to succeed, they can. But if somebody they can't concentrate, they are not interested, obviously this law of attraction is not going to work for them. So this will work only for those who wish success so badly that they don't want anything, they don't want to compromise for the second or third quality. If they want nothing but the best, then they will definitely get that, because they will work for that somehow to get that, and law of attraction will work only here. So you should safeguard yourself from all the negativity of this world, only then you can succeed. Nowadays even the movies, they are tightly packed with negativity. So if you have the habit of watching it, then obviously you can't succeed. So if you see the successful people, they will have the habit of not watching, not wasting their time in watching television or unnecessary shows in mobile phone as well. So they will use it only for what they want. That's it. Shanti, thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please share this video with your friends and subscribe to this channel if you are new. Om Shanti, thanks for watching. And you should know about the universal law, the karmic law, right? So you can know it fully only from the Rajayogi meditation centers. So that is there across the globe. They provide the knowledge totally free of cost. Because the god Shiva himself is running the Rajayogi meditation centers, so he himself is giving this knowledge, and they read it, they call it Murli. To get that address of the Rajayogi meditation center in your area, you can contact me on this WhatsApp number so that I can send the message of the Rajayogi meditation center in your area. +9198 946 71743. Om Shanti. Thanks for watching.